Hello, hello, pretty makers! This Dollar Tree DIY Christmas mailbox with a vintage vibe is something I've been thinking about making for some time, but I couldn't quite figure out what to use. I see them all the time on the internet or in stores for a lot of money and keep saying we should be able to make this for a lot less. Well, I think I figured it out, and I think you will be really surprised what I used, so stay tuned to find out. The whole thing cost about $2 to make, if you can believe it. It doesn't take long at all. I can't wait to show you, so if you're ready, let's go make something pretty. The first step, I had to get a little creative because I don't have a Cricut. I saw this packing tape transfer technique a while back and thought it would be perfect for this project. I made a design with a free printable from the Graphics Fairy. I'll leave a link in the description. Then added some of the words with Microsoft Paint. I also didn't have a laser printer, so I ran down the staples to make the printout. I was telling the nice lady at the store what I was doing, and she was so intrigued she gave me 2 free test prints as long as I came back to let her know if it worked. Can't beat free. I'll get back to making the transfer in a minute. Okay, here's the secret ingredient. I used a Dollar Tree brownie baking pan as the base of the mailbox. It kind of has the perfect shape. The only other core supplies you'll need is a 1/4 sheet of a Dollar Tree foil cookie sheet, as well as some packing tape from Dollar Tree. I'll leave a full list of what I used in the description. Now let's prep the pan. Using a pliers, I dented the 2 bottom sides to mirror the inspiration. It's subtle, but a cool touch. Next, I made a template for the flap of the mailbox from paper. I just molded the paper around the top of the pan and then drew the front flap. It kind of looks like the top of a heart. Cut the paper out and transfer it to the foil cookie sheet and cut that out as well. Mold the cutout around the top of the brownie pan until you like the look and hot glue in place. You want to glue it together before painting so the glue will hold. Take the whole thing outside and give it 2 coats of white spray paint. While the pan is drying, work on the transfer. Carefully lay packing tape over your design. You can overlap a strip of tape slightly to cover the whole design. Cut off any excess paper and tape. Then submerge the piece in water for about 5 to 10 minutes. While the sticker is soaking, use a red paint pen to outline the edges of the pan. This one is from Walmart, but I just saw that Dollar Tree has some really cool paint pens now. I also used the red paint pen to paint some pearls, but if you can find them in red at Dollar Tree, it will save you some time. Now back to the transfer. Grab the bowl of water with your transfer in it and start rubbing the back of the sticker to remove the paper. This is actually pretty cool, right? Keep rubbing until you have all the paper removed. Check it good because you want to make sure that you get every last bit off. Set it aside to dry. Once it dries, the stickiness of the tape will return. Cool, right? While your transfer is drying, glue the pearls around the rim of the flap of the mailbox. This really adds a festive vibe. Now add your transfer. I just eyeballed it and centered it just around the tip of the flap of the mailbox and press it in place. It is a little glossy, which is the one drawback from this technique, but it really doesn't show in the end. It will all blend once you seal the whole piece with some gloss polyacrylic. I added a few little embellishments to make it look a little more authentic, but this is totally optional. I used one link from the Halloween garden stakes for the keyhole, and a popsicle stick painted black with red trim to mimic the slot on the top. You could also use any embellishments you like, glam it up with some gems or some pearls. Just have some fun and make it your own. And that's it, you're done. I hung mine with the Dollar Tree Velcro command strips, but you could glue a spare hanger on the back if you want. I'm really impressed how cute this came out. It's very authentic looking with that vintage vibe. And just about $2 total to make, while the inspirations were well over $30. This will match any Christmas style, farmhouse, traditional, even mine that is mostly silver and gold. And don't forget to mail your letters to Santa. I hope you saw something that inspired you today. If you did, please subscribe. If you have any questions, leave me some comments. I thank you for watching and keep making pretty things.